Here we go for tonight. Time to wind them up and let them go. Who is going to be bravest on the brakes and who is going to get the best start from the line? Once again, Andrew Gillone absolutely storms it from the line. That BMW is a lightning quick starter. Woohoo! Aaron Large, where the hell are you going? He had a big tank slapper on coming through turn 1 and has lost a multitude of positions as we see the rest of the field work their way through turns 2, 3 and 4. Going on to the parabolic for the first time. There's Brendan Van Heeden side by side with Mark Kelly. Coming down through turn 5. Kelly on the outside. He wants the inside line for the hairpin. Can he hold on to it? It's just quickly check the back of the field. There's Colin Dunn. Looks like everybody has made it through okay so far. Gillone fends off Jameson. Fends off Mole. Oh, Brendan Van Heeden! Where have you come from? You'd suddenly dropped Mark Kelly. Or have you? No, that's Kelly. That's... Oh, flash of the lights there from Jason Powell. He was not happy about something. Oh, no, beg your pardon. That was Brendan Van Heeden flashing his lights at Mark Kelly. I beg your pardon. So, Brendan not happy about something, it would seem. Didn't really see anything that untoward, although maybe the route that Brendan was taking was avoiding a potential incident. There is Jürgen Sterber. Oh no, he's got turn 8 wrong. Turn 7, I beg your pardon, wrong. But he's hanging on in there, side by side with Stu Neal. Hangs on to 7th position. That's the view from David Mole at the moment as he stares at the top 2. Trying to kind of close the gap in. He's equidistant almost between himself and Mark Kelly. Between himself and Mark Kelly, try that again. Between Alex Jameson and himself and Mark Kelly, I should say. So Jameson continues to chase Andrew Gillone. Once again, these two mighty behemoths crossing swords for the top honours of the race. And already we have a time penalty on the board. It's Roy Grassi who's having a go at Stu Neal for 7th place. Can he get it done on the inside of turn 2? Little bit of tap, little bit of contact there, nothing too bad. Jürgen has fallen down the field. It looks like he has. Jürgen Sterber is now down into 12th place. That's not gone well for him. Lots of battling going on. There's a bit of a gap forming there behind Brendan between himself and Jason Powell. 5th and 6th, so there's a bit of a strange one there, but the top 2 still have a little bit of breathing space. Wow, Toby Owen trying to get through that battle between Neal and Grassi. My goodness, which he has managed to do. But Jason Powell now with a time penalty on the board. So have a quick look. 1 second for Powell and Grassi respectively. Decent start there for Toby Owen. Didn't qualify particularly well. Oh, that's a bit of a late break there from Stu Neal. Taps Toby Owen on the side, but doesn't wait for him. That one could come to the stewards a little bit unsportsmanlike as we jump back to Quinton Jovita. Actually, I was aiming for Jay Daniels, who's fallen right the way down to 12th now. Jürgen Sterber has had further trouble and fallen behind his back. Oh no, that's Aaron Large! What's he doing back here? Well, how on earth did Jay Daniels avoid that impact? That was so close. But alas, that is Master Ron, who's got it all wrong. And what on earth has happened to Carl Benson all the way down here? Miles behind the field. It's gone horribly wrong for him on his return. Jay Daniels on the back of Quinton Jovita for 10th position. Great train forming there. And look at that. That's how close Jay Daniels and Quinton are. That's less than 3/10 between those two. Roy Grassi again looking to try and make a move. This time on Toby Owen. And still fighting for their position. They come into turn 2. Master Ron has gone into the pits, unfortunately. And then in the background, we just saw newcomer Jürgen Sterber. I say newcomer, he's not new to racing, he's just new to the VTCC. Here we go. Is Sobio going to try and get the slipstream? He does, but he's forced to the outside line for the hairpin. And at the bottom of the shot, that's Jason Powell and Stu Neal having a bit of an argument, a bit of a lock-up there for several people. Roy's going to go a bit wide. Toby's going to try and cut back underneath him. Can't quite get it done though. And slots back into line. Slightly further up the field, there's Brendan Van Heeden on the back of Mark Kelly, who's on the back of David Mole. Wonderful three-way battle forming here. Has formed, has been there for a while, for the last podium spot. Mole leads Kelly, leads Van Heeden. So far, so good. As Jameson and Gillone, as you can see at the top of the shot, have broken away. Dennis Jameson's gone a bit hot into turn 8, I think that is. No, beg your pardon, that's the stadium, so into 12. He's now closed back into the BMW. Alex Gillone did have about 7/10 of a gap between himself and the Renault. But that is now dissolved to nothing. Now, he said last week that he rather needs either luck or rain for the BMW to truly shine. And he said that the BMW is not a fan of changing direction. Well, by that definition, the BMW should be nowhere. Yet here he is, leading the way. Oh, look in the background. What's gone on here? That's Mark Kelly and Brendan Van Heeden side by side. Brendan went a bit wide. I think he had to back out of that, which he has had to do. That's a shame. Further back again, Jason Powell and Stu Neal. No, they haven't swapped around. That's the position they've already been in. Slowly further down again, Jay Daniels on the back of Quinton Jovito, who's chasing Toby Owens, who's chasing Roy Grassi. A four-way battle for 8th position, although Jay's fallen a little way off the back of that. Mazeron, Aaron Large, has found some company in the form of Carl Benson. And look at that again. So that just shows the differences between the two cars. I mean, both of these drivers are absolute top-notch drivers. Of course, Alex Jameson being the champion of Season 1, his main challenger all of that season and of this season as well is the one in front of him, one Andrew Gillone. So again, that's nearly a second between the two. They were nearly on top of each other at the start of the lap as Moll is fending off Brendan Van Heeden. So Mark Kelly has fallen behind Brendan at some point. Now these two, they're not teammates. I thought they were for a moment, but no, they just both have primarily black and white liveries. Look at this, Brendan is absolutely piling the pressure onto the local boy of David Moll. Ooh, bit of a lock up there, nearly ploughed into the back of the native German. Native German, he is German. Doesn't just live there, he's actually from there. Slightly further back, Roy Grassi now at the back of this particular. Well, he's now on the back of Stu Neal and Jason Powell. He's broken away from the pack that was chasing him, and Jay Daniels has now moved up to 9th. So whilst I've looked away, this whole field is swapped around, and oh my goodness, not again! Toby Owen has had a big argument with something very, very solid, and is now heavily damaged in 10th position, with Quinton Jovito right behind him now. Slightly further down the field, there's Colin Dunn chasing Jurka Sturber. I hope I'm getting that name correctly. I've asked my Czech Republic confidant, someone I work with on the regular, and he's done his best to try and type how you say a Czech Republic name to an Englishman, which is always a challenge. Oh no! Stu Neal and Jason Powell have gone off the hairpin. Oh no, 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 that's allowed. That's, is that Jay Daniels is right in there now? It is. And Powell's had to go immediately on the defensive to try and keep Jay Daniels behind him. My goodness. Yeah, we didn't quite see what happened there. Oh, Mark Kelly and Brendan Van Heeden were side by side. Oh no, was it Moll and Brendan Van Heeden? I beg your pardon, I think I looked at the wrong two. I saw a bit of a change of names up here, and I looked at the wrong one. Wow, David Moll lost 9/10 of a second to Brendan last time around. Any wonder that Brendan is pressuring him so hard. 6 seconds down the road now is the top two. Is this an opportunity for Brendan Van Heeden? That's going to be tight coming into turn 1. No, he's opted to not push that one so hard, and I don't blame him at all. It's not an opportunity realistically into turn 1 unless you have massive overspeed from the guy you're chasing. Jay Daniels still on the back of Jason Powell. That's the battle now for 8th position. Toby Owen is fending off the advances of Quinton Jovito, as you can see. The closest battle is definitely this one for 3rd place. The lead two, well, we won't really see them in this shot, I don't think. A bit of a slipstream from Brendan. Oh, just see the back of Alex Jameson's car coming through the hairpin. It doesn't look like Alex has a answer for Andrew at the moment. Bit of a lock up there for David Moll. Is this a chance? Oh, and again, Brendan just couldn't get the power down when he needed it. There in the background of the shot is Mark Kelly. There's Roy Grassi. And then followed by Stu Neal and Jason Powell. Oh, I thought Brendan might have had a bit of a dive there coming into turn 8, but he decides not to do it. Brendan has had amazing pace and terrible luck. And that's generally how I always sum up Brendan Van Heiden, unfortunately. Oh, is there a chance for him now coming towards turn 12, coming towards the Saxco? He signs up, looks at the inside line, but does not commit to it. It's not a big braking zone there. Not in these cars, at least. Well, the hairpin is the easiest opportunity, but again, you need a decent run out of turns 2, 3, 4 and 5 for that to be the case. So Brendan's just got to bide his time. We're already, 2/3 through the race. Less than, about 4 minutes to go now. That's our lead pair. Still fighting on. And Gillo continuing to hold position over Jameson. Jay Daniels still pressuring Jason Powell for 8th place. Oh, I thought he was going to commit then to the inside of turn 1. I was just about to say that's going to be a very, very brave move if he opts to go for it, but of course he didn't. And wisely so, I think. Oh, here we go again. Is this an opportunity for Brendan Van Heiden? He's in the slipstream. He is gaining on David Moll. He is going to go for the inside line of the hairpin. Moll goes to the defensive line. And Brendan Van Heiden is he going to try and commit to the outside line or cut back underneath? Surely he's going to try and cut back under. Oh, nearly impact between the two. Well handled by both of them. And no, Brendan still can't get past it. Brilliant defensive driving from David Moll. Now, you could argue that Moll only had to position this car in the right position. Well, yes, but they are still pushing absolutely crazy. Oh, a tiny mistake there from Moll. I think there was a lagging moment there from Brendan. I don't think he actually tapped the back of David Moll's car. But there was a tiny mistake there, which Brendan, well, again, there was not really a position for him to be able to capitalise on that through 8, 9 and 10. And towards turn 12, again, you saw the thought from Brendan to try and banzai the inside of 12, but again, it's not a big enough braking zone to realistically try it. Jay Daniels still keeping on to the back of Jason Powell, but not in a position to really attempt an overtake. That's why I'm keeping mainly on this battle for 3rd place. 2 minutes 20 to go. And that lead has increased a little bit between Gillone and Jameson. Still, Brendan Van Heiden on the back of David Moll for 3rd place. Oh, again, he's showing his intention, but David Moll not falling for that one. Although I say that, and he's gone deep. He's locked up into turn 2. Surely now, into the slipstream for the penultimate time in this race. Is Brendan going to be able to do it this time? He will start again. It will be by enough, but David Moll once again goes to that defensive line. And now Brendan cuts back underneath him. He wants the inside line for the hairpin, but can he slow it down? No! He's locked up and he's taken David Moll with him. And this time, with a bit of elbow barging. Oh, Brendan! He's let David Moll back through. That is a wonderful piece of sportsmanship. Brendan knew that he'd locked up and David Moll had no opportunity to counter-attack. So he's allowed David Moll through. And David Moll acknowledged that with the flash of the lights. Absolutely wonderful sportsmanship from the South Africa. Less than a minute to go now. As our lead pair come over the line for the penultimate time. And Jameson doesn't look like he has an answer for Jameson as battles are starting to resurface. Stu Neal on the back of Roy Grassi. That's about off at 6th place. That has rather sprung out of nowhere. There's still a second between them. Powell and Daniel still fight for 8th position, as well as Toby Owen fending off Jaka Sturber now for 11th place. A bit of a touch on the grass there. Again, this Alex just isn't close enough to try and move. Oh no! Brendan's made a mistake somewhere. Brendan must have made a mistake in those early few corners that's dropped him a second or so behind. Yeah, 1.2 seconds. He's made a mistake. Oh, golden opportunity for Brendan to try and pressure for that podium spot. And it's gone in the blink of an eye. Well, well, well. Stu Neal, similar gap between himself and Roy Grassi. He's not really in a position to challenge. Jay Daniels, Jason Powell, they're a bit closer. Is this a chance for Jay? No, he's just not close enough. Well, 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 looks like the battles have finally sorted themselves out. There's a Yoka. He's not close enough to Toby Owen at this stage. Jump back up to our race leader. The checker flag doth await the BMW. He is being chased hard by Alex Jameson. Ooh, that looks a little bit snappy there from the BMW, but Andrew Gillone does keep it under control through 15 and hasn't binned it. Your winner for race number 1 for the pro contingent is the BMW of Andrew Gillone, chased home by the Renault of Alex Jameson. The battle for third rather concluded a few corners ago, unfortunately, but to the advantage of local boy David Moll, wins a podium, I should say, on home territory. Brendan Van Heeden, a valiant effort, comes home in 4th place. Mark Kelly, a solid 5th for him. Roy Grassi fends off the advances of Stu Neal for 6th position, and then Jason Powell just about keeps Jay Daniels behind in 8th position. Here's Quinton Jovito, finishes in the top 10 and elevates himself into 9th position due to penalties. Toby Owen just about keeps Jurka Sturber behind him for 11th position, and a few changes of position. What on earth is the penalty count there? Ah, that's why Jay Daniels has a mysterious 36-second penalty that's likely to be appealed before the day is done. Oh, Carl Benson. What a shame for you, sir. I wonder why he's not running his normal livery. Something must have gone wrong there. But over the line he comes to round out the field. Not been his day, I think it's fair to say.